Alright, guys. So, this is the official review of the F91-w, the fucking king of beater watches. There are no others. This is it, you guys. So, I'll go ahead and put the features up here of the watch, but more important than the features, that doesn't fucking matter. Let's talk about the watch, right? So, I purchased my first F91-w, I want to say 4 years ago, at least 4 years ago. Now, of actual wear time, like if I take every day that I wore it as if I was wearing it every day and how long would I have owned it, is probably has at least 3 years of solid on the wrist, 365-day a year wear time. Now, how did I rack up so much time wearing this watch when I've also worn other watches? Because I double wrist this watch. It is so fucking phenomenal that it's the reason I started double wristing watches, because there were other watches that I wanted to wear, but I didn't want to stop wearing my F91-w. So I just throw that right here on the bottom of my wrist, just like that, and wear it. And I wear that all the time. Like, more days than not, you will see me with an F91-w and then whatever the fuck else is on my wrist. So that tells you how much I like the watch. This watch has held up to everything I've thrown at it. I've swam in every possible water situation. I have so many of these. I've smacked these around doing yard work. I've had patients slam my arm against, the sides of beds with this watch on. I torture tested this watch. I'll have a link below to that torture test, and it performed damn near as good as a G-Shock. I believe, if I remember correctly, there are 2 tests that it didn't do that the G-Shock did do, which included being set on fire as well as being thrown off of a 5-story fire escape. Things that you would die if it happened to you in real life, but the watch would be, your G-Shock would be okay. This easily is tough enough for anything that you will have to do in your day-to-day life. This watch is used in the military community as well as the medical community for a fucking reason, because it is so good. It is so incredibly tough, and part of its toughness, not only can it survive some pretty incredible impacts and be absolutely water resistant in my experience. I put it in saunas, I put it everywhere, in jacuzzis. I've gone from warm to literally throwing it in the snow. It's absolutely water resistant in my mind. And on top of that, look at how it rides on the wrist. There's more of a rise in my fucking forearm muscle than there is in how much this hangs off the wrist, right? And to me, that is why I see these as just as tough as G-Shocks. Because can they take as much G-Shocks? No, but look how much a G-Shock hangs off my wrist compared to an F91-w. Look at that. I could probably stack 4 F91Ws on top of each other and get the same form factor of normal G-Shocks. Now, to me, it's kind of that classic thing, what's the best way to win a fight, avoid the fight? That's what this watch does. It is so sleek and so perfect on the wrist that it avoids most of the damage that a G-Shock will take. Right? Is a G-Shock tougher? Absolutely. But this doesn't have to be as tough, because it's not taking all of the impacts of hanging a fucking foot off the wrist, guys. Like, it is so genius in that. In the form factor is its resistance, right? Aside from that, people talk about these bands like degrading or just breaking on them over, a year, 2 years. I've seen some people claim a few months. This is one of the originals I bought. I bought this one about 3-ish years ago, but I also have 2 of them in the original colorway that I bought at the same time that are like 4+ years old with a ton of wear time, and they're the exact same as when I bought them. So I don't know what this bullshit is that people are talking about, if they're just dipping their hands in gasoline every day. And that's acetone, and that's why it's eating it away. But I've had 0 issues with these straps. They are so incredibly comfortable that I've literally forgotten that I've been wearing the watch. Like, I've looked down in a panic that I wasn't wearing a watch when I was wearing this F91-w. accuracy, incredibly accurate watches. They're quartz. You're gonna gain or lose a few seconds a month. It's fucking phenomenal, and it has everything you need there. It has day, it has date, it has the time. With one button push, I can get military time, which it's 11 a.m. So there's not going to be a difference. But that is incredibly handy too, because I've definitely had a ton of times where I want to see the military time super quickly without converting my head. I just push the button, I have military time. Or what I'll do if I'm double wristing is I just put this on my wrist perpetually in military time and then keep the normal time on my other wrist. Or an analog watch on my other wrist, or whatever it may be. But that to say, guys, if I could have one digital watch for the rest of my life, and they're like, here, it's going to be an F91-w, that's all you get, I would be ecstatic. Genuinely, guys. Like, if I could only pick one digital watch, it's hard for me to think of another watch that would outperform this watch. And on top of that, it's like a $20 watch, guys. Like $16 a lot of the time you could find on Amazon in like the normal colorway. Plus, it comes in a lot of other cool colorways. So the cult following this watch has is for a damn good reason, because it is that good, guys. Like, there is no metric in which this watch could have performed better for me over the last few years. There is nothing it could have done better. It's like that one meme of the heart surgeon where someone put, he saved my life, and gave 4 out of 5 stars. And then the doctor wrote back, what could I have possibly done to earn that last star? That is this watch. It could not have possibly performed better. It has never failed me. I don't believe it will ever fail me. And that's all I have to say, guys. So, and also, I'm going to address the whole light thing where people are like, oh, the light fucking sucks or whatever. Let's just test it right now. I don't want to talk about it. Let's test it. Now, the camera does not show it as well as the eye can see. I can see the time, guys. Like, see? You can see the time. Now, why do guys want to have a fucking spotlight on their wrist to be able to read the time? I don't. I would rather have this light. Is it the brightest in the world? No. But you know what? When I wake up in the middle of the night, look at my wrist, and I need to see the time, this is so much better because it doesn't harass my fucking eyes. Because the fun thing about a light is I don't need it in a lit room. So I don't know why guys want a watch light to be so bright they can see it in a lit room. How does that serve you? I need a light for the dark room that doesn't have light, you dumb fuck. Like, that is the reason for a backlight. So why people bitch all the time about this light being dim is beyond me, because it does its job. Furthermore, it's not so bright that it hurts my eyes at night. Like, it's the pinnacle of what, to me, a light should be. That's part of why I like negative display watches so much, because it doesn't, blind me when I hit the light on at night to see what time it is, right? Especially this one. This one has the, you can't see it in this room. But it's just a great backlight that works solidly. Are you going to see it in daytime? No, but I don't need a backlight in daytime, guys. Think about it. It's fucking retarded. So that's all I can say, guys. There's no way a watch can perform better than this watch has. There's nothing I would add to this watch, nothing I would take away from this watch. Like I've said before, for me, a perfect watch has the day, has the date, has the time, and has one method to count up or count down, right? And on top of that, I have an alarm, which isn't even necessary for me. An alarm that, by the way, is loud enough that I've used this to wake me up. This has been my designated alarm for years, and it worked. It woke me up every single time. The alarm on this is louder than the alarm on any G-Shock or any other watch that I've ever had. It's pretty much as loud as my phone in waking me up, guys. So that's all I have to say. That's all that can be said. It is the perfect digital beater watch. If you do not own one, get one. If you're just looking for a beater watch that will serve you well every single day and you want it in the digital platform, look no further than the F91-w. It will serve you forever. Now, do you know Jesus Christ? Because he knows you. He knows everything about you, and he loves you. So I beg you, please let him prove himself to you. If you do not believe he exists, tell him that. Challenge him. and he will show you he does in fact exist. So, that to say, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys being here and watching my videos. Makes it a lot of fun. Thank you for all the comments that you guys put on my videos. That just brings a smile to my face every single day. And I love you guys. Have a great day.